Welcome, Solex Nation. So good to see you back. It's been a couple of weeks.
Yes, it has. We've missed you. Thanks for being here.
We had a really exciting time last weekend with Day of Discovery here in Utah. So great to see those of you who were able to come. And what do you say we show a little recap video and show everyone what we did?
Yeah, hopefully we can express the feeling we had in just the next little bit.
Juliana, and I am here for Day of Discovery, which has been amazing. My favorite speaker was Dr. CJ. I loved the professionalism she brought and all those testimonies. I've been longing to hear more of that authority combined with the experience, and then in a doctoral situation. It was awesome to hear that.
Favorite speaker has to be for me is Lauren, because I just love to hear all the new updates that are coming. He's someone that's very future thinking, a visionary in my opinion, and it's good to see that there's someone alive that has a good heart and he's looking to give back and give service to our situation where we need to know more about ourselves and the education of ourselves and our bodies, and he's doing an amazing job doing that.
The update is incredible. This makes our job so much easier. It simplifies things for everyone. That's probably what I'm going to start with every one of my clients. And it lays everything out for them so beautifully with the colors and words. It simplifies everything so that they're able to look at that and really take a deeper look inside. It's a way to cleanse parts of us that actually help us connect not only to ourselves and our intuition, but to God through this. So it opens the pathways, and that's what this is all about. I'm so excited to be part of what still feels like ground floor, that we are just getting started, so I feel there's unlimited potential. And I mean, hello, we just heard about these new features and new facets of how we can work with the body with this device. So I can't wait to implement that. But overall, the growth and the places this is going to go, I'm just so excited to be a part of this and to get to really serve many people as we do this and help so many lives. That's what I'm excited about.
It was so much fun. I hope you could see the excitement that we all felt and just the camaraderie that was there.
All around, the energy was incredible, filled the room. The vibration was high. We were getting after it. Everybody.
Yes.
Like, it didn't matter, people on stage, people in the audience, everybody was excited. So it was a great time, and we can't wait till the next one. But
well, we want to announce the next one.
Yeah, the next one is going to be, drum roll. It's going to be a virtual event. That was a good drum roll.
Thanks.
Thank you. I appreciate the support. It's going to be a virtual one, the next one. We'll go back to live again, but the very next one, which is going to be in March. It will begin March 4th. It'll be available for a few days. It'll be a virtual event anywhere in the world. If you have an internet connection, you can get there. And tickets go on sale now. You can lock your spot for either just the Day of Discovery, the virtual Day of Discovery, with an exclusive coupon code for that account, that person who buys, or you could get the ticket and the swag bag with the coupon code if you want as well.
And we'll talk about that in just a second. I just want to say we've heard you. We've gotten a lot of feedback from people saying, we just can't come. We want to come to Dave Discovery. We're missing out. We can't come. So we want you to know that that's why we're doing this next one as a virtual event, so that no one is left out. Whoever wants to attend is able to come. The one after that we will have again here in Utah as a live event. So let's talk a little bit about the swag bag. So you heard Kai say that you could purchase just the Dave Discovery training with a special code. And what he was talking about was you get a special code to be able to shop in our events store, where we have merchandise there that isn't available to everyone all the time.
Yeah, or available all year round.
Right. It's available. A lot of it is first come, first serve. And it is special event pieces and
and pricing with that coupon code you get a discount.
Yes.
If you haven't been to Dave Discovery, which most of you haven't, you can come to this event and still get that discount as if it were a live event, and go and shop to your heart's content, but get those exclusive Solex and AO scan things that are just wonderful and people loved. Well, let's show them the swag bag.
Well, before we do that, I want to say, so the first when you go to purchase for Dave Discovery, the first price you see will be for the Day of Discovery training plus the discount in the store. The second cost that you will see, you can have the Dave Discovery training plus you can opt in for the swag bag. Now that price will be plus shipping for that swag bag, just so you know. But let's show you, the swag bag was different this time than it was the previous Dave Discovery. It will also be different this next one, but we always strive to make it just top notch and things that we love.
Okay, so let's show them the swag bag that people got at this last Day of Discovery.
Okay, this is it.
It's a cool bag, and you guys, it was filled with things like a writing portfolio with watermarked lined paper.
The writing portfolio had the Solex logo on the front.
Yep.
Came with a pen that actually, when you push on it, it lights up. So if you're in a dark room and you need to see what you're writing.
People love that. People love that.
It was a Solex pen. It had a
Solex hat.
A Solex hat. We also had a black 24-ounce Solex. What would you call it?
Oh, it's a water bottle with a straw in it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know what those are called.
I don't know. It's called a tumbler.
Yeah, I don't know.
Keeps your water cold or hot.
Yeah.
Anyway, filled with fun things.
Chapstick even. We had our own Solex chapstick in here.
With Sybin in it.
With Sybin.
Yeah.
Yep, with Sybin. People had an interesting time with that. I heard one story of somebody who put it on going to bed and it actually energized her. She had a tough time sleeping. I think she had a tough time sleeping because the event was so cool. Right? She was just jazzed about the event.
She can't wait to come back. I don't know if she would say that. She was excited to sleep, I think, that night.
Yeah. It was a busy time. Well, so let's talk about a lot of these things that are in the swag bag. You can't get the swag bag altogether, but a lot of the things that are in the swag bag are now available in a new part of your back office, part of the shopping experience. The swag category has been created where you can get
this bag. It's a backpack. I love this backpack, by the way. It's super thick and it has these two side pockets, and anyway, it's a great backpack.
Yep.
But yeah, a lot of the items that we had for sale at Dave Discovery will be available in this swag store.
Can I show one that's one of my favorites?
Sure.
And I have a prop here.
Let's see it.
All right. This black with gold logo Solex sweatshirt, I love it. It's so cool. It's cozy. We tried on a whole bunch of these,
We
right?
tested a whole bunch of hoodies. This was the winner. It does have a hood there.
Yeah, it does have a hood.
This was the winner. This was the office winner. We all loved it. It's soft. It's cozy. It's not too heavy. We loved it.
And it has your little tag, by Solex. I love it.
Custom sweatshirt. So, and that comes from size small to size triple
X. Yeah.
So we're getting a little carried away. We don't need to tell them everything that's in the store, but we're just excited because we love it all.
Yeah, so fun.
Now, a couple of weeks ago on the call, we did have a contest. And Lauren said that for every person that you sign up, whether it is a preferred customer or a QLA, you would be entered into the contest to win a swag bag from Dave Discovery plus something else. What's the something else?
This is the something else. The new sweatshirt. I love it.
So,
and for everyone that they enrolled, they got an entry,
yes,
right? So
there
if
are
they did
several
1 or
people
10.
in here that have more than one entry. I want to say, I can't remember the number off the top of my head. So it was from September 1st through September 13th, and I want to say there were 137 new enrollments.
Yeah, that sounds
I think
about
that's right. So we are going to draw right now and see who wins this prize.
All right.
You want to draw?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll draw, you read.
You read.
Okay.
You got it.
Who's our winner? Paige Wheeler. Paige Wheeler wins the swag bag plus
The sweatshirt.
the sweatshirt. Paige, congratulations. Thanks for getting into the contest. Congratulations to everybody who was working with someone and brought them the Solex. We know that it's going to be really one of those great experiences where they learn something new and become different because you introduced them to the AO scan technology.
That's right. We did have a lot of people that enrolled, like we said, and we want to talk about who the top enrollers were, who enrolled the most.
On to top enrollers.
So for the week of September, well, we did the entire time.
Yeah, we did 2 weeks.
The 1st through the 13th.
Yeah.
So second place, we had a 3-way tie. Do you want to say the second place?
Delmer Varga
The Mentor.
and Melinda Liu.
And in first place, the top enroller this week is Becky Coots-Kimbley.
Congratulations, Becky. And everybody.
Congratulations
Delmer.
to all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mentor, we don't know who the mentor is specifically, but it's the greatest name. Wonderful job. And Melinda as well. Congratulations. You guys have done a wonderful job to make a 2-week top enroller list.
And Becky, we will send you a Solex silver coin, and you are now part of the Solex Legacy Group.
Yep.
All
Congratulations.
right, let's move on to the call, and we are actually going to show you something really cool. Are you ready? Let's do this.
I'm ready. Wow, a brand new product from Solex. X by Solex. We are so excited to tell you about this product. We've put some time into it and thought through all of the variations that we could put together. And here we are talking about gut health. We're going to talk about the first brain and the second brain and the way that they work together. We want to talk about improving the microbiome in order to improve what's happening up here in the first brain. When we put together this product, we didn't want to do just enough. We know that there are plenty of hammer and chisel products out there, and so we wanted to focus on the act of massaging so that the GI tract and the brain could work together. So what is X? Well, it's a combination of ingredients, and it creates a 4-in-1 solution: a digestive balance, a prebiotic, an antioxidant, and a phytobiotic. A blend of subtle power that drives a clear connection between what's happening here in the GI tract and what's happening here in the head. You see, there are 100 million neurons down here that connect with the billions up here. And we want to make sure that communication is perfect. Let's talk about the ingredients in this product. Psyllium husk. We're talking about whole and powder psyllium husk to act as a sweep and a mopping solution. A soluble fiber that is made from plant seeds. It is recognized to have a digestive balance and benefit, as well as heart and cholesterol. Psyllium husk soaks up the water so that you can pass easily through the digestive tract. Note that drinking water is an important part, not just to absorb, but also to help flush. Another key with this ingredient is that it softens the stool, so it's easier to have it pass through your system. And then a final thing to note regarding psyllium is that it is a prebiotic. It's health food for probiotics that support a healthy immune system. It's an infection fighter. It also deals with inflammation and helps reduce that. Let's talk about the next ingredient in X by Solex, flaxseed. Considered by many researchers and nutritionists to be a superfood. Among the many benefits that we could talk about, I just want to point out a few for you. There are 3 primary contributors. 1, omega-3 is an essential fatty acid. Essential, meaning it's a good fat for the brain and for the heart. Lignans, these are plant antioxidant qualities that benefit the body. And in fiber, both soluble and insoluble, that have many rounds of research that teach the support that gives to the body. Okay, let's jump into bitter melon as the next ingredient. This is a reduced fatigue fighter. This is a lowering of the blood sugar. This ingredient helps with added weight or reducing weight loss or improving weight loss, by keeping you fuller longer. You want to be able to decrease or ease the heart's work with bitter melon, and that happens by decreasing plaque buildup. All right, next ingredient, mushrooms. Some of you love them, some of you hate them, but either way, let's talk about the reishi mushroom, which has tremendous value for the body. Many take reishi when working with these areas or these challenges: high blood pressure, high cholesterol, cardiovascular disease, liver and kidney disease, respiratory disease, viral infections. All of these things, people take reishi mushroom to try and deal with those, as well as to build a resource of strength and stamina in the body. Reishi has a background in helping enhance the immune system and reduce stress. It improves sleep and helps to lessen fatigue. Finally, let's talk about cinnamon. We're not talking about your regular table cinnamon that you're going to cook with. We're going to talk about Ceylon cinnamon. Of the many benefits, let's check out these that work with this particular type of cinnamon. It is a high antioxidant. It reduces inflammation. It's known to reduce cholesterol and improve insulin response. Those are the ingredients in X. And now that I've shared with you some of the benefits of those ingredients, the independent bodies of research claim all of these outside of what Solex claims or will claim. And of course, in typical and appropriate practice, we need to remind you that these statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure, or prevent any disease. We just want to educate you about the specific ingredients and the research that's out there about the benefits of those ingredients. Now, recommended use. If you were to get X by Solex, there's going to be 15 servings to complete the cleansing and clearing process. Now, every body is different, and everybody should pay attention to their body when taking this product, as far as any product, actually, when you're doing digestive cleanse. We recommend generally that you start with 3 days of X. Then take a break. Come back in an every other day sequence until you're completely through the 15-day cleansing process or 15-unit cleansing process. If at any point your stool gets too loose, take a break. Get back to normalization and then come back. In summary, X by Solex is a careful combination to improve the experience of the 100 million plus nerve endings in your second brain, giving you a seemingly unending supply of additional benefits to your first brain. We focused on quality, quantity, and structure when delivering this powerful yet comfortable improvement to your health. And what about the scanner? A clean GI tract improves the connection and processing of frequency input and synaptic exchange between cells in the head and gut. Give it a try. See how your health can improve with X by Solex.
Hi everyone, it is so great to be back, and we had a ball over the weekend. The Day of Discovery in September was awesome, and the people that came just made it even better. It was a great 2.5-day event, and for those of you who came, thank you so much for coming. And for those of you who couldn't, we're going to try over the next few weeks to get you up to speed on everything that we introduced there. So thank you, and it's good to be back. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the reports, the new reports. That was the big thing, was the new inner voice reports and the new body systems. So I'm going to just today kind of focus on the inner voice and the reports there, and then I'll just touch a little bit on the body systems for today, and we'll go into depth on that next week. Okay, inner voice. So much of your information is embedded in your voice. We've known that for a long time, and our engineers came to us back in June and said, we have found a way to extract more of the vitals information, the more of the things that make us tick. inner voice, and they extract that, and so add that to what we pick up from the transducer. So all summer we've been working on bringing that into the forefront. So now when you go to inner voice, you'll see that on the very top bar, where it used to just have the microphone to indicate to start recording, there's a microphone, a plus symbol, and a heart. And that's because now when you speak for those 10 seconds, we're capturing those frequencies in that octave, all 12 notes, plus all their subnotes, so a little over 2,000 frequencies in that octave. We're capturing all that like we did before, but even in more depth. And then right afterwards, you put your headset on, or you can even put it on at the beginning. And then for the next probably 30 to 40 seconds, they're going to go through and analyze some of the stuff in Vitals and Comprehensive that the voice brought up. So you have a much more in-depth look at you in a 45-second scan using your voice and a little bit of the transducers. So your reports have they've doubled in size. Instead of getting 4 pages, you get 8. And the reason is the first page of each one of your 4 notes that comes up is the basic information about that particular note and how it affects us physically and emotionally, and a little bit more information about the color of the lenses and that kind of stuff. The second page goes through and tells you the frequencies that came up most out of range, the furthest away from center line, and gives you potential reasons why it affects these emotions, these physical things, these biological things, and some of those causes that are potentially what's going on. And then at the very bottom, it'll tell you some recommendations that might help put some of those things back in balance. So instead of it being just a quick report that you did in 10 seconds and it gave you the 4 notes and your music, it's giving you a little bit more of the hows and the whys, which are important, especially when you're talking to clients, is to help them understand how important those emotions are and how they affect everything in our body, and not only that, but how we interact with other people when those things are out of range. So you're going to still get your 4 notes. You'll still get the recommendation of the glasses. And then you're going to get some more detailed information on the why and the how. So I hope you'll like that. And we've already had questions coming back in. We've had some compliments, and we've had a few questions, people wanting a little bit more explanation. I hope that helps you understand. So just to recap, when you're doing your inner voice, go ahead and put your headset on to begin with, your bone conductor. Then when it prompts you, record for the 10 seconds, and remember always, I am, and then your name. And then it doesn't matter what you talk about after that. But speak in your normal voice. You don't need to yell, you don't need to whisper. We definitely don't want you to whisper. But speak in your normal voice, starting off with I am, and then your name. And then just be patient. 3 seconds after that, it will start to do a quick scan on the 4 notes that came up out of range. And then it will give you that information. And then you can email it to yourself. And always, always remember, you must email the reports to be able to keep a copy, because we don't keep that copy. We don't store that copy. And it doesn't stay on your device after you do a new report. So always email it to yourself or to the client. Okay, so now I want to touch just briefly on the body systems, the new tab that's on your device. I'm going to go into more detail next week. But just to bring you up to speed. So on there, you have a new button. It says Body Systems. And just below those words in parentheses, it says Preview, which means it's not completely finished. But we are working on it, and over the next few weeks, it will be completely transformed into the report you're seeing on the screen here, with a lot more information and a lot more useful information, easier to connect dots with. So real quick, let me go over a couple things just to clear up some things. You're not going to see 1s and 9s on this report. You're going to see acute and chronic. Acute would be the same as a 9. Chronic would be the same as a 1. a little less confusing to people because what does a number mean? Chronic is just like the name implies. It's been there for a while, something that you've had to deal with for a long time. Maybe not aware of it, but it's been there a while. Acute means it's something that's more recent, something that's probably needs your attention a little quicker. Okay, so no ones and nines, chronic, acute. The other thing is, before when you scanned, it would do the scan, and then it would stop, and then you'd have to hit optimize, and then it would do the optimization. Well, our engineers have been able to do the scan and a much more in-depth optimization, and we can do it faster without stopping the process and having you have to push another button. And so the scan and the optimization are all happening, one right after the other, but in a very more succinct way to get it done. It speeds that process up for you and also with working with your clients. It's giving you the hows and the whys. You know, how did I potentially get here, and what are the potential causes, and what are the possible recommendations. Now, on the report that you see right now, when you do the scan, it looks like the vitals with just acute or chronic, and it just lists them. But over the next few weeks, that will change into the graphical report that you're seeing. We want there to be a little more information, not just for you, but for those of you who are working with other clients. When you email that report to them, they're not going to see that till maybe later in the day, or maybe not even till the next day. So they see the report on the system, so it helps them understand, like their circulatory system or their lymphatic system or their nervous system, gives them some information that educates them on what that system is in their body. Then the other page, the opposite page to that is, okay, here's the potential. And remember, these are potentials. It hasn't diagnosed anything. It's just saying, frequency-wise, these are the frequencies that are out of range, and so these may be potential things that you're experiencing. So here it shows you some physical things, some vitals things, some emotion things. Remember, emotion's key to almost everything. So here's some emotional potential causes. And then it will give you some other basic information. What is not ready and finished on these reports yet is recommendations of what you might be able to do supplement-wise or therapy-wise or lifestyle change-wise. That is coming, and within the next 2 to 3 weeks, you'll see that report transform into what you're seeing on the screen. So I'm going to go into more detail next week on this, but this is an amazing, well, in my opinion, it's an amazing adjunct to the system, or to the scanner, because now you get a really good look. You could have done all this on your own, and you still can. But you'd have to go through and select, like in the circulatory system, you'd have to select maybe 60 different items in the different categories. Then you have to scan them, then optimize them. Then you have to go into comprehensive, and then you have to select maybe another 250 different things in different categories to put together the whole circulatory system. That would have, just that system to do that on your own in the older way to do it, would have probably taken you close to 15 to 20 minutes. Now you just hit circulatory, it automatically loads all the things that it needs to look at, scans them, optimizes them, and then produces useful data. So remember, it is scanning, it is optimizing, and it's giving you information that you can use. And we'll go into more detail with you next week. I hope you like it. Thanks so much, and keep the comments coming. Until next week.
Hey, you know what? It's so great to be back. I know we took a couple weeks off there, or at least last week off.
Yeah,
so it's been a couple weeks.
We left Jane in charge, and she
Yeah.
did well. She did
Yeah,
really well.
Jane, you're doing a great job. Keep Lauren in control, please.
There we go.
Well, you guys, we are excited to be back with you and engaged, and we hope that all those that came to the Day of Discovery had a safe trip home, and we look forward to next week. We're running to the end of the month already.
We're almost there.
This is flying by.
It was just Christmas last week.
It was. Okay, so let's do this.
Okay.
We showed a little teaser at the end of Day of Discovery. Something that's coming next month. Should we show it to this crew?
Let's do it.
All right, let's show you. Nothing specific, not going to say any more, but just watch this. And your guess is as good as mine.